Okay, welcome back. This is Mr. Hassan's Maths channel. I'm now answering question number 3 from the practice paper for the 2025 Cambridge 0580 IGCSE syllabus. This is paper 2, non-calculator. So these questions previously we would be using calculators for. Now you're not allowed to take a calculator with you into the exam hall. So we have to know how to do this using our understanding of decimals. So this is all about multiplication and division of decimals. So when we multiply two decimals together, what we should do first is you can say, ignore the decimal points. So I'll write this as 3 times 7. Okay, I'm not going to put equals because these are not equal to each other. I'll just write 3 times 7, which I know is 21. Then I think to myself, what have we actually done here? Well, the 0.3, we multiplied it by 10 to make it 3. And the 0.07, we multiplied this by 100 to make it 7. That's what we actually did. So now what we got to do is we got to take our answer and we got to divide it by 1,000. Now, this is equal to this. And of course, this is going to be divided by 1,000 as well. Because I basically multiplied all of this by 1,000. This by 10, this by 100, altogether by 1,000. So when I write it as 3 times 7, that's 1,000 times too big. So I have to divide it by 1,000 and divide this by 1,000. That means I've got to move the decimal point back 3 spaces. 1, 2, 3. So I have 0.021. So I only put the equals here after I put divided by 1,000. So first of all, you write it as 3 times 7, ignoring the decimal points. And then you think to yourself, okay, I have basically multiplied this by 10, this by 100, that's 1,000 altogether. I have to divide this by 1,000 for it to be the same as that. And then you can move the decimal point back those 3 spaces and you got your answer with the right magnitude. When you're doing division, straight away you can put equals, and you'll see why, but 8 over 0.2. Now, your objective with division is to make the denominator into a whole number. I want the denominator to be a whole number, so I have to multiply this by 10, so this becomes 2. And whatever I do to the denominator, do the same thing to the numerator, that way the fraction remains as it is. The fraction remains equal. So I have to multiply the denominator by 10 to make it into a whole number, and the numerator I multiply by 10, whatever it is, it doesn't matter. But I have to multiply both of them by the same thing so it remains equal. 80 divided by 2 is 40, and there we have our answer. So that's how to deal with such questions as these without using the calculator. Okay, so a very important skill with division and multiplication of decimals. So other questions from this paper you'll find in the playlist that will be top of the screen here at the end of this video. Other questions dealing with arithmetic with decimals, okay, from this non-calculator, especially from this non-calculator type of question. Arithmetic with decimals you'll find over here. My arithmetic, general arithmetic type of questions you'll find in the playlist over here. And here you'll find the arithmetic questions from the previous syllabus where calculators were also allowed. But you have questions similar to this where the instruction would be without using a calculator. So kind of similar. So I hope that's clear. Thank you for watching and see you soon.